Welcome to my workshop. You are watching Casual DIY channel, and in today's video, well, it's another episode of Chinese tools you can buy from Banggood. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering this really handy clamping squares from Vaco. Now, that particular brand is actually quite solid in my opinion, that you can buy on Banggood. So let's have a look if they've got another decent product. First of all though, let's jump in a couple of steps back and see how this actually arrived to my doorstep. So that's the package these came in. Everything's nice and solidly packaged here. You've got some washers, clamps, bits and pieces and knobs. So this is more or less what you're getting two squares with holes, and I have to say this is quite heavy. This is really nice and solidly made. You do have scales on them on the outside. On top of it, for each you will get a clamp. Basically what you do, that goes into the hole against the material and holds it in place. Now I'm not sure if it's just mine, but the color of these is slightly different. So yeah, I'm not sure if they were in two different batches, but if your OCD doesn't like that, then yeah, these actually, in my case, the clamp itself is a slightly different color than the square. However, the main question is, well, are they actually square? So let's grab my precision square and we're gonna check that right now. Well, in my books, this looks absolutely perfect. No gaps at all. Hope you can see that as well. Let's check it out the other way around. And we've got the same result. No gaps at all. Okay, let's check the other one. Perfect. And that's perfect as well. Now, before we actually continue with this video, just a quick disclaimer. This set has been sent to me free of charge by Banggood. However, I was not paid any money to say anything good about it. It's their risk to send me stuff. Saying that, I actually like this set so much, I've ordered another set of these out of my own pocket, as I think you're gonna really benefit if you've got 4 in total, as one set is just 2 of them. And when you're putting together a cabinet or a carcass, anything like that, it's actually super handy to have 4 of these. And as I said, I like them that much that I've actually bought another pair. So that is saying something. You can actually get them in different sizes as well. So now I'm just going to show you a couple of really cool ways you can utilize these in your workshop. Depending on your setup, they could be a great helping hand in putting your cabinets or anything you want to together and make sure everything's nice and square. So for example, if I want to join these two boards or hold them for gluing up or anything else really, you can put that against it, put these against the board, put a bit of pressure so you are aligning both of the boards together. Now you've got perfectly aligned two boards together at 90 degrees, and you know there's no issues with that at all, and that gives you a bit of flexibility and assurance that both of the boards will be at perfect 90. And of course, if you want to align your pieces of work to the edge and making sure they are at perfect 90, you can use these, as they are quite thick, so they do give you a really nice solid reference point to make sure all the pieces are at perfect 90 every single time. But obviously the main selling feature for these are these little clamps, and it's so easy to clamp your work pieces together at perfect 90. As you see, they have several holes, so they will fit most of the needs you're going to have for clamping these. The surface of the clamp is actually quite large, so you do get a really nice and solid clamping pressure from these. And as I say, you can put the clamp in any place you want. If, for example, you need more force to go on the joint itself here, you can align the clamping here. And as you can see, nice and sturdy, it's not moving anywhere, and you can just whack your fasteners in, no problem at all. Now, if, for example, you've got larger pieces, larger cabinets that you want to make, what you can do, place them like that. And there you go, everything's nice and stable. You can whack in your fasteners again that way. But as you can see, a pack of 2 for larger cabinets is definitely not enough. Hence, I did order another set of these, as definitely beneficial to have them on the other side, and you can just put them together. For example, you know, like this, it could be a drawer that you want to put together or anything else. So very, very handy in that setup as well. Now, as you've seen, these will be perfect for making cabinets or drawers, because the clamp itself, the clamp mechanism, goes in the middle of the square itself. However, if you want, you can actually use any clamps with this, like quick release clamps like these ones, with no issues at all. And there you go, nice and perfect, steady 90 connection with no hassle at all. And best of all, these will not bend, okay? These are really solid. It will remain at 90 at all times, even if you apply a lot of clamping pressure to it. However, that's not all, guys. I'm going to show you a super quick hack you can use. For example, if you've got a lot of drawers to make, or cabinets, or anything like that, where you've got a lot of things, these are perfect for that. Check this out. You can make a very quick jig out of this. Some screws with a washer, making sure you're not going to damage your jig. In my case, I'm going to be using my B-top workbench top. However, as a base itself for the jig, you can use anything you've got in your workshop. A piece of MDF or plywood will do. So we're going to secure the square to our tabletop. Nice and solid, that's not going anywhere. What we're going to do, like that. Second one in. Obviously, that will be for the specific thickness of your material. Put a bit of pressure on this. And check that out. And in that way, my friend, you've got a nice and super cool, easy to use jig for your drawers. That's not going anywhere. Put in your fasteners. Absolutely brilliant little helper. And if it's something larger, taller, like a cabinet, that's where the second set comes in really, really handy. This will hold it in place, so it's not going to move on you. You've got stability, and from the top you're adding another piece, another clamp, just to make sure nothing moves on you. For drawers like this, this will be absolutely fine. You don't need another clamp on top. But yeah, look at that. Super, super simple, quick jig in a matter of seconds. I'm just going to show you the scales on it. On one side, you've got imperial. On the other, you've got metric. It's nice and easy, clear to read. Now, the only concern I've got for these is that the red paint over time will rub off, as the way they will be used, well, I'm not going to be too careful with them, and rubbing against material, using excessive force with the clamps and everything else, I'm pretty certain that these will be beaten up a little bit and the red paint will come off. However, for me personally, it's not an issue. For you guys, up to you. One thing I do not recommend buying from Banggood are corner clamps like these. Okay, I had them for several years. I've bought them off Banggood. Not sure of the brand, probably a total no-name. They were super cheap. Couple of things with them. As you would expect, they're made from plastic. It's quite strong plastic. However, if you apply too much clamping pressure, guess what happens? They bend. They don't. Far better. So my personal recommendation, if you are looking for a set like that, never ever buy a plastic one. This is the way to go. Even if you're thinking of making your own, for example from plywood or anything else, that will still introduce a bit of flexibility. Metal is metal. This is nice, thick and sturdy, and that's not going to bend on you. Wood, plywood and plastic definitely will. If you don't need a lot of clamping pressure, yeah, those will probably do. But I've stopped using them after a failed project because, you know, I trusted them a little bit too much. And now I'm super happy I've got this set and one more set coming in the post. So definitely another great product from Vaco you can pick up on Banggood for reasonable amount of money that will definitely help you out in your workshop with your projects. As always guys, links down below to these products. You can have a look, check them out. Now I do have a few more tools to go through that I've picked up on Banggood. So if you're interested in those, check out if the quality is good or not. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss those future videos. However, for now, I've got some really cool playlists for you just over here. Click on those and maybe you'll find your next video to watch. Hopefully, I'll see you on one of those videos there. Take care.